The number one mistake that all men out there are making when it comes to women they are attracted to, especially beautiful women, they all do this, and they generally do this with a girl who is just a bit higher on the social scale, or I should say physical attractive scale, than he is. Usually it's a girl who's just a little bit hotter than what he's used to dating. This is when a guy starts doing this, which is selling himself to the girl. This is a very, very common and very, very dangerous mistake, blatant mistake that a lot of guys make when it comes to attractive women. They tend to sell themselves to her. They will brag about their jobs, brag about their cars, brag about their houses. Right? They'll basically turn into like insurance salesmen, Amway salesmen, trying to sell the girl on all the reasons why she should give him a chance. And I've literally heard some guys in field say that. Just give me a chance. Give me a chance. It's like, dude, why don't you just get down on your knees and beg her? You're pretty much doing that already. So you have to understand, the last thing that you ever want to do is sell yourself to the girl, because what you're essentially doing is you are qualifying yourself to her. You're communicating to her that she is the prize. And whenever you do that, you've already lost, son. You've already lost the game. You might as well just go on to the next set. You've already blown it, because you've already put her in the position of being the buyer and you in the position of being the seller. Whereas whenever I approach a girl, and whenever I coach my students to approach a girl, okay, especially if that girl is of significant attractiveness, if she's a beautiful girl, if she's a dime piece, right? She's just used to guys selling themselves to her. She's used to guys putting her in the position of being the buyer, the chooser, the selector. Whereas when I coach my students, I basically have them flip the script on her. A lot of times the girl's reaction is that of shock. She cannot believe that this guy is like flipping the script on her. She's just not used to it. She doesn't even know what to do in that situation when we turn the tables on her and we make her qualify herself to us. And the way we do that is we ask her qualifying questions. One of my favorite is, hey, what else do you have going for you besides just your looks? So I am admitting the fact that she is an attractive female, right? Because she knows that. She's not stupid, especially if you approached her. She knows that. But you have the galls to sit there and go, hey, what else do you have going for you besides your looks? Oh, before you answer that, name 3 things about yourself that would make me want to get to know you better, but they can't be about your looks. Go. And I will literally say, go. I'll put the girl on the spot to see what answer she gives me. And she'll go, oh, well, I'm cute. Hey, no, it can't be about your looks. So really? You don't have anything else going, just your looks? So basically guys just give you validation all day because of your looks, but nothing else? Right? And then I'll tell the girl flat out. I'll be like, okay, because I do a lot of cold approach. I pick up girls. I'm a dating coach and all this. Because I do that, I've found that a lot of girls, especially the ones who are like really, really attractive like you are, tend to not develop their personalities because they don't have to, because they're so used to guys just validating them. And then the girl will be like, no, well, I'm not like that. I have personality. And then she'll just like blab away. She'll start investing in the conversations as she tells me about herself, right? And I'll sit there and I'll let her just talk my ear off and tell me about herself and qualify herself to me. And it's very surprising when you see this drop dead gorgeous girl, perfect 10, right? Model looks, and a lot of times the girl is a model, because I live in Los Angeles. A lot of these girls are models, right? A lot of times the girl's a model, and she'll be sitting there qualifying herself to me, telling me about all of her best qualities, and how like, oh, other girls get by on their looks, but not me. I don't do that. I think that's so tacky when girls try to just get by on their looks because they know guys are just so stupid. But no, I have more to offer. I do gymnastics. I learned how to play piano when I was younger. I was in this orchestra once. I've also done opera, and then the girl's just totally qualifying herself. Very different than like 99.9% of the chumps who usually approach her and automatically don't let her get a word in and instead spend the entire time talking her ear off, bragging about all of their stuff, bragging about like where they went to school, what neighborhood they live in, what kind of cars they drive, how much they make. I mean, it's insane how these guys like literally sit there and sell themselves to these girls. And of course they get nowhere. And the girl's just like, oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, you know, she might like feel sorry for them and just give them like a pity number. She's never answers his calls, never responds to his texts because she knows he's a chump. She knows he's a chump. It's like this chump has no social value. Yeah, he has all this stuff, but he has no social value. In her mind, he's low value because she knows high value guys don't qualify themselves. And that's something you'll learn as you go out more and more too. I mean, I've been out there in field for a long time, right? I go out 4 to 5 times per week, even now, even to this day, with all the corona happening and the racial divisiveness. I still go out 4 to 5 times per week. Whenever California closes, I usually just go to another state. Like you guys saw me spending a lot of time in Vegas. I was doing tons of casino floor game. Tons of hotties were on the casino floor. Even though the clubs weren't open, I just find a place to game, right? One thing you notice very quickly when you go out is the high value guys, the very few high value guys that there are out there, there are really not many of them, but the guys who are genuinely high value, the real deal, these guys never sell themselves to anybody, especially females, no matter how hot they are. They never sell themselves to them. They don't have to because they know they got the goods. They know that they are the prize. And guess what? Big shocker. These guys are rarely ever the best looking guys. They're decent, right? They keep themselves physically fit, but they're not male model looking or anything like that. They're just average looking guys, but they have that alpha frame. There's a solidity to them, a groundedness to their character, whereas they're not like, you know, like reactive, like most lower value males are. Most lower value males are very reactive. They're very reactive and they're constantly trying to sell themselves to girls. Whereas high value guys are non-reactive and never selling themselves to girls. Instead, they get the girl to qualify themselves to them. They're making it aware that, yeah, I think you're attractive, but you have to tell me why I should be interested in you. It's like, yeah, I'm attracted to you. I think you're attractive, but you have to tell me why I should be interested in you. So they come from that frame, whereas most low value guys come from the opposite frame, right? They're coming from the frame of basically positioning themselves of that of a beggar, where they're just looking for any scraps of attention that the girl can throw them, right? That's what low value guys do. And they constantly sell themselves to the girl. Whereas high value guys just don't do that. Okay, they just don't. They don't need to because they're aware of who they are. They're aware of the value that they bring to the table. And they're aware that the girl, at this point in time, all she brings to the tables is her looks. Okay, her attractiveness. That's it. And for a high value guy, he wants to know, what do you have beyond that? Because after sex, if there's nothing, then there's really nothing you have to offer besides your looks, right? And that's the frame that I come from too. It's like, okay, yeah, you're a hot chick. Plenty of hot chicks here in LA. They're everywhere. Dime a dozen. What makes you so special? I've said that to a number of just drop dead gorgeous women in LA. It's hilarious when I have beta orbiters just kind of like standing around me and they kind of overhear some of the manginas be like, what'd that guy just say? What did he say? They're like ready to jump to her defense. And I'm ready to defend it. I mean, I always ignore these guys until they place themselves in front of my set and they interrupt. But when they do, or if they do, I'm always ready to defend it. Like, I'm asking her an honest question. What do you have going for you besides your looks? That's a fair question. No beta orbiter in the world, no mangina, no white knight in the world can defend that. Like, he can't come in and go, oh, you can't ask a woman that. I can't ask a woman what she has to offer beyond her looks. Why not? Right? But that's what I ask them. You know, they're like, will they see me? I'm hot. I know. Not denying that. But you know what? We're in LA. Everybody's hot. Most of these girls in this venue alone are hot. What makes you so special? What makes you stand out? What makes you so different? Okay? And sometimes I'll call the girl out if she's nasty. Like, you have nasty attitude. A lot of these girls here have nasty attitudes because they're hot. They have all these low value, lower tier males throwing them attention, putting up with their abuse because they're low value, low tier. I'm not low tier. Don't treat me like that. That's why I'm asking you, what do you have to offer besides your looks and your nasty attitude? Are you even a nice person? Are you even cool? You don't seem cool to me. I've literally had those conversations with girls, right? Girls who I ended up dating because I passed that shit test of theirs, where they were like, you know, they put up this wall, this guard, because they're so used to so many low value, lower tier males just not passing their shit test, putting up with their abuse. Then they meet a guy who doesn't put up with their abuse, who calls them out on their shit, who knows the game. That's when they're like, oh shit, the prince is here. The king has arrived. And you get different treatment. With that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to destroy that like button below. I want you to destroy it, guys. Please destroy that like button for me. Do it for the DeLorean. Do it for Cash and Gizmo. Just destroy that like button. Do it now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, especially because they don't like me doing coaching videos like this. They don't want to promote me anymore. So I need you guys to help me out. And the way you can help me out is by subscribing to my channel. Okay, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. So hit that subscribe button right now so you could get more free, high-value content from me at no cost just by being a subscriber of the 33 Secrets. And for you guys who want to support my work and all this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you on the YouTube even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the hottest, youngest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making this happen every single week, regardless of what racial division is going on in the world, kind of virus is going on in the world. It doesn't matter. We are continuing to live our lives and making things happen 24/7, 365 days a year, all around the world, in all 4 corners of the world. And I want you to join my tribe. I want you to join our crew. I want you to become one of us. And the way you do that is by jumping into 7 Months of Mastery. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of mastery coaching lessons from me. And all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.